Hi everyone, welcome to another video. It's been a while, a long time since I've made a video. I have been doing lots of things, haven't really been motivated to make anything, but I've been super excited for WRC Generations. It's the last one that Kiloton and Nacon, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, have the WRC license, so they're pretty much packaging all they've done in the last few years into one final celebration of the WRC series. And of course I had to pre-order this, and I can't wait to get this going. So before we do a deep dive, let's have a quick look around. Once you log in for the first time, you will get these little training options. I had a quick look through it. Depending if you've played it before, it's still worth going your way through that as well, so definitely give that a go. But yeah, once you get past the intro training bits, you come to this main screen. It's pretty nicely laid out, but we'll start from the top. So on the right, we've got a driver's card. So I haven't joined any teams just yet. I've reached level 3. I think the further you progress, you unlock various, I guess these are for your background, I guess. See what it's doing. It's just changing my logo there. I'm not sure what the point of that really is, but you unlock more as you progress. Just a little bit of customization for you. Other than that, I'm not sure what else you can change. I am an amateur, that's for sure, not a livery creator in WRC, new driver. Yeah, I think it's entirely appropriate that it stays amateur, I think. So down here you have what levels of rewards you've reached and what you've earned. As you can see at level 3, I earned a little otter. So some people would be happy that I have a little otter that I've earned. And you earn, as you go along, these other things to add to customize your homepage. Pretty trivial really, I'm not really too fussed about that sort of thing. Then you have your general statistics. As you can see, I've played about 20 minutes so far. Tested a few things out. Not sure what this on the right hand side is. Initiative, presence, versatility, performance. So I'm not entirely sure what that's meant to show, but I guess that becomes a little more relevant the more you play. So yeah, I've done 20 minutes. I've tried a few gravel stages, a bit of asphalt. I've done nothing else other than a quick once over and stunts. What have I done? I haven't done any stunts yet. And difficulties I've set to 100% and damage model to realistic. Might as well go for glory, I say. Then here in the showroom in the cars, first of all, you have your livery editor, which I'm not really going to muck around with too much, but at catalog, you can actually download other people's liveries. So if you start a league or competition, you can create your own liveries, share them. I think it earns you some XP points when you share your liveries, but you can come here and download various liveries for your favorite cars. So that's pretty good. We won't delve too deeply into that. Next along is how was that? Cars. I did see showroom. So if you want to have a look through at some of the cars, some of the models of the cars, I'm just curious to see what the quality, because latest generation cars look pretty good. I do like the reflection on the ground on the cars themselves. Nicely modelled, not up to the standard of say like a Gran Turismo 7, which is really photorealistic. These don't match that, but still quite good looking cars. If we were to say look at some of the older cars, say the Lancia Fulvia, has nice reflection as well, but it doesn't, for me, it doesn't look that good. It looks very much like a toy car rather than a photorealistic car. It serves its purpose really, because let's face it, well, for me anyway, I drive from dashboard, but, so not from the external view, so it's not going to affect me too much what the cars actually look like, except when you try and take photos for, thumbnails or whatever. Car models aren't the best, but they're fine. I have no major grievances about them really. So yeah, that's the photo mode. We'll head back to the main screen now. Well, actually, let's have a quick look at the options. So these are your main settings configured. As you can see, I've got crossplay. Here's an odd thing. It says disabled, but it's enabled at the moment. It's actually saying what you want to do now. So if I click on this now, it actually is disabled. And that it's confusing, I know. When it says enable, it means press it now to enable it and press it now to disable it, which is very confusing because when I see that as disabled, I automatically think that crossplay has been disabled, but it's actually enabled right now. It took me a while to figure that out. It's a bit weird. Everything else, I've got ABS on, traction control off, starting assist off, I've got manual transmission. Damage effects set to realistic. I definitely want broken cars, down cars on the roads. Everything else, default. Code driver, I've chosen a British sounding voice, but you can get all different sounding languages. Gender's got female, male, and default. So is a default like a cross between male and female? Is it transgender? I don't know. I'm going to stick with default, whatever that is. Code driver timing, I'll leave that as default. I'll muck around with that as I play along. And immersive voice, I guess, adds little comments when you bump into things and whatnot, so I'll leave that on. Hard sword by default, and that's about it. Controls, I won't muck around with the settings too much there. Video, I've got motion blur, well, I've got it on now, but I'll switch it off. Unless, yeah, I'm not sure, this is very confusing. If they, yeah, I'll have it off. I think that's what it means. Performance, I've got it set to 2K 60 frames per second. You only have two choices, 4K 30 frames or 2K 60. I can't see a big difference between the two. I'd rather have the frames. Previous WRC 10 had 120 Hertz. I'm not sure what resolution it was, that was pretty low, but the fluidity 120 Hertz or frames per second is amazing. So, but they don't have it here at 60 frames, so that's what I've got it set at, and I haven't really adjusted with the gamma at all. So we've got some new things on the main screen. We've got leagues. So leagues is pretty much like, if you're familiar with sport mode, and if you ever participate in the online parts, you sort of start off with a low ranking, and the more you play online, as you get better, you get progressed to higher rankings. So this is pretty much what it is. So you play online, and the better you do, the higher ranked you go, and you start playing against players who are at approximately your skill level, so you're always challenged, which I like that. So you're not, the skill level should match pretty close to, theoretically, to what your level is at, so that sounds good. And you can also play these leagues as a team, so if you've got lots of friends who play WRC, you form a team and do these league competitions as a team as well. It's grayed out because I haven't created one. You've got career, which is exactly like WRC 10. So if you've seen WRC 10, you know what's what. I'll have a quick tour. I'm not going to spend any details.
In your calendar.
So this is where you start events in the calendar.
Here we go. Available team building, which helps you and your crew members to increase morale.
There you go. So yeah, you new options, new events unlock, and you add them to your calendar. You got to manage your team, manage their fatigue, etc. Do things that your team requires to build their confidence in you, and that helps you attract other manufacturers if you want to sort of join other manufacturers. This is the skill tree, which is all pretty good, pretty similar to WRC 10, except as you can see on the right hand side, they've added hybrid, which is the current WRC 1 category in real life. I haven't unlocked that yet, so nothing to see here at this point. And then you got your crew management, where you sort of go through your mechanics and physios, engineers, and they help you when you do your campaign. So the higher ranked, the better they are, basically. Objectives, these are your team objectives, your season objectives, your rally objectives. The more you do, the better your reputation, and then you get more XP, more dollars to spend on your team, and also attracts other manufacturers as well, which is ultimately you want to get to the best manufacturers and teams, I guess. Stats, standings, they're all self-explanatory. Pace notes explains to you what all the pace notes symbols mean, all the hazards, distances, etc. types. And test area, that's pretty much like a free roam area, which we'll have a look at a bit later. So we've had a look at career mode, quick solo play. So pretty much choose one of, I think, 20 odd locations, which is absolutely amazing. They've included everything that's in all the previous WRC rallies. Previously, they've only included the sites that the current season, or places the current season was going to. So every iteration will have slightly different rallies, but they've thrown everything in here this time round, so that's really cool. If we go down further, your career, you can start that's what we had a look at earlier. Seasons, you can pretty much create your own rally season, so you choose your own locations, how many stages and whatnot, and that acts like a surrogate career. If you don't want to go through the formal career mode, you can create your own little semi-autonomous career season. Challenges, this is really cool. So they put you in extreme locations or weather conditions, various degrees of damage, and you have time limit to go as far as you can. So quite fun, these little stages, not too taxing, but you use them to get experience points. So and as you can see, have I done? Yeah, I've done 2. I'm up to this Belgium extreme, and yeah, the further you go, and unlocks the next one across. They're all good fun. And training, that opens the various training locations to practice if you want to try out different cars. If you like to tune your cars, that's the area to go to muck around different tunes. Leagues, we've already had a look at. Teams, this is where you create your teams or join a team, so you can go online and search for teams, which I'm not sure exactly how that works, whether you have to be teams directory. Here we go. No, here we go. Now these are all the teams available. You can see which are unlocked, open for everyone. I assume there are some locked ones, so they're specifically for their friends, what levels of leagues they're in, etc., and what they're all about, whether they're expert, hardcore, or just casual, relaxed sort of teams. So if you like to join some groups of people, this is a good place to go. And then you got the clubs, which is pretty much where you create, you invite your friends over and you create your own rallies, basically. So you can make them open clubs, so anybody can join, or private clubs, so only your friends join. And you create your own rallies and have a bit of fun with your mates, which is pretty good as well. Multiplayer, online lobbies as well. Jump in straight away, let the servers randomly select an event for you, or you can search for lobbies under whatever categories you want. If you want to have like casual, no damage to realistic damage categories of open lobbies, etc. So that's all really good. And then you can create your own either public or private lobby as well, so you can do some random events with your friends. Thing is, because this is the last game, they're not going to be supporting it once it's released, other than bug fixes. So I guess they've designed it so that the longevity is in the multiplayer mode. So once you've done all the solo stuff and you sort of get tired of the solo stuff, the multiplayer stuff should keep you occupied for years and years to come. But yeah, and then you got the co-driver mode. You can find a random game to join as co-driver, find lobbies, create your own lobbies, etc. So I've never done co-driver lobbies before, so I reckon I'll be pretty ordinary at it. But it sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Could be a lot of fun, I reckon. And yeah, that's it. There's a bit of split screen action. which is really cool if you have friends over, do a bit of split screen fun. With controllers, it only works with the sticks, so if you like using a motion control on your PS5, it doesn't recognize that. You have to use the sticks to steer. No motion control, unfortunately. And the test area, which is, if I think it's going to let you see where the test area, there it is. Look at that. So it's a pretty extensively large area, lots of different terrains, tarmac, bitumen, and like I said, it's an excellent place to try out new cars and tune tune up your cars for certain events. And probably, I wonder if you create lobbies in the test area and just have some muckabouts with your friends in there. I don't know. I'll find out in due course, I guess. Yeah, so different times of day, all excellent. I think there's dynamic weather as well, which is superb. One of my favourite aspects is dynamic weather. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Now let's check out one of the. Let's do a quick play solo. We'll do New Zealand. Yeah, that's fine with me. Evening or morning? Oh, dawn. Dawn looks alright. And we'll do bright dawn. No, we'll do cloudy dawn. And let's try a legendary car. Stratos, yeah, Ford Escort. That's got me tempted. The Abarth Quattro A1. I don't think they got. Okay. Oh, well, there's the Subi, the Evo. I like the Evo a lot, actually. Quite a nice choice, but I think I'm going to go the Escort. Let's go for the rear drive. Let's be brave. We won't pick a car with four-wheel drive. We'll go two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, Ford Escort. This is going to be quite entertaining, I reckon. Here we are in New Zealand. Oh, and first impressions immediately. The visuals aren't the best, actually. Yeah, they are not the best looking visuals, unfortunately. The dust looks alright, but look, the tree is so two-dimensional. Yeah, well, that's disappointing. Tyre selection, I've got soft gravel. I'm not going to muck around with the tune. You can change cars from this menu, which is pretty cool. I'm going to stick to that though. And yeah, let's get going.
5, 4,
first
3,
gear.
2, 1, go.
Here we go.
Flat left into flat right.
Oh, I'm spinning the rear wheels like
Left
crazy.
4 long, tightens into right 3.
Alright, there's my last attempt. Goes there. Whoop, here we go.
Left 4 cut into right 4 tightens.
Tell you what though, it does feel really nice. Car feels quite heavy.
And right 5 brake,
Bit of
tightens,
understeer.
3.
There's definitely weight transfer, you notice. Well, have to turn in early. Whoa,
Into left 5.
rear
keep
wheels
into
are
right
spinning
4.
like crazy. Whoop, there's my previous ghost again.
And
Really
left
cut
4
that.
Into right 5
Whoop,
over
nope,
crest,
whoop.
30.
Oh, deeply cut that. Oh, and I've rolled. And I've rolled.
How
Right.
are you?
As you can see, my first attempt didn't go any better either.
Left 5 into right 4, into left 5,
Alright.
keep middle.
Alright, oh, do I remember where my windscreen wipers are? Oh, the screen's getting quite dusty. Whoa, let's not fall off the cliff. Oops. Bit of a knock there.
Into right 4 short. and
Audio's
left 4
not
cut.
the best. Visuals are not the
To right
best.
3 and left 4 narrows.
I was hoping with this final generation they might have put some effort,
Into right 2 and left 5 long, tightens.
bit of extra eye candy, but looks like they've focused a lot of their time on the online part,
Narrows.
and they have definitely
Left
tweaked
5 into right 6, into
their
left
physics.
6,
I actually like the physics. I have to admit, it does feel quite good.
and right 6 very long, tightens 5.
Where's
long,
my
narrows.
windscreen wiper? Oh, what did I do there? Oh, that's the options. I'm trying to find a windscreen wiper. Ah, there it is. Alright. Found it. But yeah. Oh, no. Ooh, that was close. Feels really good. I have to set up the force feedback on my wheel though. I don't think I've calibrated the wheel just right. In fact, I've just gone with default settings. That's not too bad. Oops, let's just brake here.
Into right 5, into left 6.
But yeah, at least gameplay wise, it feels really good. It's just a little disappointing. Whoa, gee, I'm sliding like crazy there. Oh, that actually felt really nice. Sun's coming out there. Yeah, it's just a pity that they haven't actually polished up the graphics that much.
Open hairpin right through gate at junction.
Well, bit of a handbrake there. Into the fence, that's alright. I need to remap my windscreen wipers. Oh, handbrake there, and I've spun the car around.
Come on. Let's
yeah.
going again.
Alright. I'll keep spinning the rear tyres. Oh, look at the, if you see on the left hand side, my tyre quality, the treads, they're wearing out on the rears, non-surprisingly. The fronts look pristine, but look at the rears. Already wearing out. And I'm only at the halfway mark, or a little past halfway mark. Oh.
Left 4 long narrows and right 5 narrows.
Oh, let's just slide the car around. Oh, look at my tyre wear, my rear tyre wear. Onto the tarmac. Here we go. Yeah, that was good. That was very good. And I earned a trophy as well. So we'll do another stage. Try Belgium. We'll do the shakedown. It's only 1.6k. And we'll do night. And we'll do it rainy. And we'll try the WRC 2s. In the Volkswagen. I'm not fussed about who to pick. I'll our Auroshed. That's fine. Let's see what this is like at night in the rain. Let's check tyres. I've currently got wet asphalt tyres selected. Fine. Alright, let's give this a go.
4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
A bit of cobblestones. Alright, so I might have to adjust the force feedback so I can feel the cobblestones. Well, gee, that's not good. So it's looking not too bad. The rain looks a bit... doesn't look that realistic actually. Oh, that's not a good start. Actually, what does it look like inside? Oh, that's too dark. No, we'll stick to this view.
Into right 2 and left 2.
Whoa, this is tough. Oh my god, this is so narrow.
Into square right widens 150.
Holy moly. Square right.
Left 4 into right 5 short.
It's so hard to do realistic rain at night because it's got the light reflecting off the raindrops. I think it makes it look so... Oh, here we go. Just doesn't... The rain doesn't look very realistic.
Look out, wrong track.
Okay, there you go.
Into right 3, medium and flat left 30. right 6, 50. Into bumps at junction 30.
There you go. We'll try daylight rain, because yeah, nighttime you got the light reflecting off the raindrops. Probably that's what's causing that to look so ordinary. So let's try something a little different. We'll try Mexico, a nice short shakedown. We'll go noon, and this time noon rainy. Let's see what the rain effect is like during the day. And let's try the Porsche GT3 RS. See what that's like. Mexico.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're off. And caution, right 5 over crest, downhill, keep in. Left 4 long, tighten 3
Well, this is...
short.
I don't remember Mexico. This looks alright.
And right 4 tighten 3 short, into hard brake, left 4, 20.
Kinda has like the feel of Greece.
Hairpin right, don't cut off camber.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Greece. Whoa, 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 that's made it.
And hairpin left.
Rain again doesn't look the best
Right 5
still.
long, opens 30, caution, brake.
Let's change gears.
Right 3 into bridge, 120.
Well, let's not miss the bridge. Yeah,
To left 4 long.
yeah. I am disappointed with the visuals of this
To
game.
right 5 long.
Yeah, the reflections just don't look very good.
Brake into left 1, narrows.
Oh, not even listening, I'm just looking at the visuals.
And left 5. And left
Car
4,
sounds
keep in, into right 4
okay,
long, keep in.
but yeah.
And flat left, and caution left 3, bumpy.
Whoa, not the rocks. Oh, I
Right
just
2,
missed it.
don't cut, keep in, 30. Left 4, keep in over crest, and right 4 over jump, tightens 3, keep in.
I'm assuming this is a two-wheel drive car, right? I didn't
Right
really
3
pay
tighten,
attention when
into
I
left 3
selected it.
short, opens 30.
But it does feel really nice to drive. And it is fun, and that's the whole point of this really. Visuals, audio are more than icing the cake, but it does help out. Doesn't take away too much from the game. You will get used to it, but yeah, considering it's just the last generation game, it would have been nice to have a bit more polish to those aspects of the game. So yeah, that's a really quick look at WRC Generations. What are my thoughts? I like the idea of these leagues and online multiplayer modes, provided we get enough player base to actually get something meaningful going. Quick play is always where I go in a career, so the actual gameplay is really good. And the physics, I love the physics. I think they're actually it's an incremental improvement after each game. It feels a lot heavier than WRC 10. There's a lot of weight transfer. I think the braking distance has increased a bit. I haven't tried the Rally 1 cars with a hybrid yet. I should have done this now, but it's too late now to add it to this video. But yeah, gameplay, physics, the stages are amazing. So many different locations to choose from, so many different stages. That and the design of the stages, look, I'd say even surpassed Dirt Rally 2. I really enjoy the rallies themselves, the stages themselves, locations, heaps to choose from. And the weather is really, the weather effects are okay, but I like the choice of day-night cycle weather effects, weather conditions, I should say. Just pity the visuals don't match like this front page visuals. It looks really good in game. They're less refined. Audio is typical WRC audio, not quite as good as Dirt Rally. So there definitely could do with more improvements, but unfortunately this is their last game, which is why I'm kind of disappointed, because being their last WRC license game, I would have thought they would have gone all out to make it as polished as possible. Gameplay wise, it is polished, physics amazing on tarmac and on gravel. Just, yeah, it's the eye candy that misses out. But other than that, everything else is there. The clubs, the challenges, training, tunings of cars, all the multiplayer stuff, all look cool. Split screen, if you were playing with friends. Co-driver mode, I have to try co-driver, because that would be heaps of fun, I reckon. And that's about it. Curious to hear what you guys think from what you've seen, whether or not you're a rally people, like playing rally games or not. I would still, well, I won't say recommend it, but if you haven't played rally in a while and you're thinking about buying something, put this on your shopping list, I reckon. Consider it, I should say. Just consider it, because I really enjoy it. It's not a perfect game, but I think it has more positives than negatives. So I'm going to be playing this a lot in the next couple of weeks. So I might even stream some from time to time, just for the fun of it. So anyway, I'm curious to hear what you guys think, and let me know what you guys are thinking about. But anyway, I'm going to leave this now. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and we'll catch you next time.